What's up, guys? Hooksetz with Ryan here, back out on the water, back out here with Hooksetz with Wifey. We are actually fishing our first ever Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing Co-Ed Tournament. We got 16 teams out here today. It's going to be super awesome. We got beautiful weather. I think most of the day it's supposed to be overcast. It should be good. Definitely post-spawn fishing. And the goal is going to be this time of year is to try to get a few on top water early in the morning, and then kind of run around with like a swim bait and some shaky head, stuff like that, and try to fill the limit. I have to catch 2 fish, and the wife has to catch 2 fish to make a complete limit. Let's see how it goes. Line's in. Gosh. Check that largemouth out, guys. Yes! That is what I'm talking about. Big old fat largemouth. Guys, I just lost another giant largemouth a second ago. I mean, he completely broke me off. I been throwing this wacky rig around rocks, and I think my line was damaged, and I just kept fishing like an idiot. And he broke me off over there. I guarantee you he was at least 17 inches. Alright guys, we're gonna let him go. Big old fat Lake Norman largemouth. Got some black spots on him. Oh my gosh! What? Y'all see that, guys? Oh my gosh, I cannot lose this fish. Oh my goodness. I just got another largemouth on a wacky rig. He had me hung up in this, some type of rope up underneath a dock. And I had to get up underneath the dock, like the walkway, to get him. And shoot, my rod's still sitting on their walkway. Freaking largemouth. Let's go. Don't let him go, guys. wish you would have got this one.
You know, hopefully I'll catch another.
Man, I cannot call him. 15 and a half. Man. Goodbye, buddy. Spotted bass. He just hit the popper. Ain't gonna help us though. Keep your rod up. What's that, catfish? Hooksetz with wifey's got something. She's got a big one over here. No, don't put it in a net.
What do I do? How
That's
do I get the
a
hook?
big one.
Okay, wait, actually the hook is in a decent spot.
Yeah, but
I thought that was gonna be it. Oh my goodness, like I am sore now. Those things are fighters.
yeah, they fight. All right, guys, 2:15, line's out. We caught some fish. The wife struggled to cull on the last hour or two of the back end of the day. I think she's sitting with what do you got?
Huh?
What size fish you got?
2 fish, 113, 115.
So she's got a 15-incher and a 13, and I think I got a 16 and a half and a 16, or I don't know, something like that. So we don't have a bad limit, but I would say it's a winning limit. All right, guys, we're off the water. Man, coming back in was a nightmare because we had a boat tournament as well this morning. So it was kind of a nightmare coming in. I ended up having to slide the kayaks off to the side. Big shout out to Brad Cox for helping me get these boats in on the grass to get them put up on the trailer. We're gonna get loaded up and head to weigh-in, and weigh-in's in Rock Hill at a restaurant. My wife says she's got scraped up bass fingers. So yeah, let's get loaded up and hit the road.
Going home with $270 in second place. If you're not first, you're last. So I guess you're last. Yep. With 57 and a half inches, Mrs. I'm sorry. One Day Goodwins, Chris. Yeah, get a still shot. Oh, and I know they're excited because their name hasn't been called. And they had some really good food tonight for the first time in their life. Going home with $630 with 61 inches. Team Hooksetz. Awesome. Oh! Damn.
Wow, they're pretty.
Let's get a still shot.
Hey, I told Chris a few days ago I'm coming for one.
Can we take a still shot?
Serve it. Got it.
Hey, what'd you guys catch them on?
The baits that mean business.
Oh!
So this was the first ever Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing Co-Ed Tournament. We ended up having 16 teams, and it was an amazing turnout for the first ever, co-ed tournament. Basically, the co-ed tournament was set up where one male, one female angler kind of teams up together, and they basically fish for 2 fish each to combine to make a 4-fish limit. My wife's been only fishing for about 6 months, and she's been enjoying it, but she's still got a lot to learn. But I basically wanted to just keep a few baits in her hands, to be able to fish, to just stay focused on catching, some quick bites early in the morning and kind of fish around docks. Early in the morning, she started off pretty fast. I had her kind of fishing some offshore shoals and some secondary points out on the lake. She ended up catching her first 2 fish pretty early in the morning. I was kind of struggling in the morning, really. I caught a couple fish on top water, but they just wasn't the size that I was needing. So I kind of had to go to a kind of a plan B to kind of, look for some bigger fish. And it kind of worked out for me, because I eventually kind of started working myself way back into this creek, and I noticed kind of the water clarity started changing. Like out on in the main part of the creek, the water was real clear. Then when I started getting deeper back into the creek, the water started getting real dirty, and that's where I got my quality bites at, kind of just right on the bank, kind of up underneath bushes and stuff. She ended up catching her 2 spotted bass kind of out in the bigger part of the creek. But it was an amazing day, and somehow we ended up pulling off the win. 16 teams was amazing turnout. It was a great tournament to kind of get my wife's feet wet, to kind of understand this whole kayak bass fishing stuff, tournament stuff, because it's a lot that goes into it. A lot of pre-planning and fishing and making the right decisions out on the water, stuff like that. Congrats to the other winners as well. They placed 2nd and 3rd. I just pulled it off. I guess I was just in the right place at the right time, picking up them largemouth. That was kind of key. I knew it was going to be miss or hit when it come to kind of fishing for spotted bass, and I knew I was going to kind of need a mixture, really, to kind of, I was going to need some spotted bass and some largemouth to kind of have a good turnout in this tournament. The guys, I had an awesome time out there, and just super blessed to be able to fish this sport, and especially blessed to be able to fish in Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing with all them awesome anglers out there. A bunch of great guys, females in the club, but Lake Norman was pretty good to me this time. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Y'all have a super awesome day. See you on the next fishing adventure.